Hi everyone, and welcome to week 5 of our course. I first just want to mention at the end of this week we'll be halfway through the course. It always sneaks up on me. I hope that all of you are feeling on top of it and feeling comfortable with what we've covered so far. As I had mentioned, we are now going to start moving into training design. The first half was really focused on intercultural concepts, but now we're going to really start digging into some design concepts starting this week with understanding intelligences and ways of knowing and learning styles and all that sort of thing, so we can design programs or trainings accordingly. Quick comments off of week 4. There was some really great dialogue and some really good illustrations as usual. You are all wonderful storytellers. I get caught up in some of these stories that you're sharing every week, so I thank you for that. On our face-saving discussion, as some of you pointed out, there were some differences of opinions of the type of face-saving you saw going on in the Office clip that we showed, the UK version. Thank you for your good humor in using that as our example. If you have other ideas for examples that I should use next time, I'm totally open to them. But I think it's kind of a lighthearted look at some face-saving practices and some blatantly ignored face-saving practices that don't happen. One thing I noticed was all of you focused on individual face-saving, and Stella Tingtoomey in the reading we had last week looks at that, but I did want to highlight the concept of face-saving originally came from, is highlighted most in Asian cultures, where protecting another's face is even sometimes more important than saving your own face. There's almost a reliance on some cultures that other people will be saving your face and you don't need to. Sometimes we see this reflected in people and cultures who will put themselves down intentionally and say, oh, I did this wrong, or this is poorly created, or they throw a party and they're like, oh, the food is no good, and all those sorts of things. But it's left to the guests and whoever to be like, no, it's wonderful, it's great, everything's perfect. And so the person, the individual throwing the party or commenting on themselves is actually kind of pulling themselves down, waiting for a traditional face-saving by everybody else. And for the most part, that happens. If it doesn't happen, then that's a huge faux pas. If you are traveling to cultures that rely on others to save face for you, make sure that you are saving others' face when they put themselves down, because that's what's expected. So we didn't talk a lot about other face saving this week. We talked more about things people will do to save their own face. So I just wanted to make sure that dynamic is clear.